remember, those heavens were shut up because the people, those heavens were shut up in faith, breaking through. And she proved God. God has something better than where you are right now. And
Welcome to Sterling Wheel.
Welcome to the Sterling Wheel. Hope kids doing okay. Let me know if I got some audios. The name of the show is AtRanta. That isn't a racist remark. I feel like ranting, so we're in Atlanta, and we're going to be ranting. So it's AtRanta. Okay? Take me seriously. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. It is a Sunday, 1944. It is 7:44. I was trying to sleep today. We've had a rough day. It's been a rough day. Did a lot of miles. Dealt with a lot of tired traffic. I've seen a couple accidents that were really bad this morning too. That's listen. If you don't have the capabilities to drive at 3 o'clock in the morning in a thunderstorm, stay home. Like I saw so many people. And by the way, here in the South, like, don't pull off the highway. If you pull off the highway, you're going to get buried in mud. That grass might look friendly, but it is not, my friends. It is oversaturated, and your car will sink to the bottoms of the earth. But yeah, it's been kind of a crazy day. That's the first time in a long time that I felt unsafe. I'm not a fearful person, but I just did not feel safe today. And to combat that, I slowed down a little bit, made sure the windshield wipers were working good, made sure I was fed and hydrated properly. And yeah, it's been a crazy day. Many thanks to those of you that have reached out and wished me a Merry Father's Day. Keith Fobb was first, and he gave me a message that really uplifted me today. And very thankful for that. It it got me through some bad times. And the entire day was just bad times. And I got here, got my laundry done. I can't reveal my location, but I am safe. Got my laundry done and got everything folded and back to the truck, and I fell asleep instantly. I got here from Hammond, Louisiana. It's amazing how small the East Coast is. It's very easy to cross, 5 or 6 states. Well, let's see. We started Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. So we did 4 states today. Total of like 490 miles, something like that, 480. And stopped for fuel somewhere in Alabama, I reckon. But other than the craziness of the highway through thunderstorms and fog, there was a lot of fog this morning too. It was a good drive. But like I said, I had a few people wish me happy Father's Day, and it kind of takes the sting off of the one person that should wish me a happy Father's Day didn't. Welcome to AtRanta. We're going to sit here and pontificate with an internet connection. We got some people in here. Shannon Thomas Trucking. She had a good live this morning. It kept me entertained while that's what I took a shower for breakfast. That's what I did. I walked in that truck stop and I said, "Hey, I need a shower." And the lady at the cashier counter, she was like, "You need a shower." And I was like, "Yeah, that wasn't a question. It was a statement." And she's like, "Yes, it was. So go get a shower." And I was like, "I want pilot pizza." She's like, "No, you do not get pilot pizza until you take a shower, sir. You have walked in here with a stench that could offend a vulture, and you will not receive your pilot pizza unless you take a shower." And I was like, "Hey, can I just eat it in the shower? I just closed the door. It has proper ventilation." She's like, "No, you get in there and you take a shower. And after that, we will discuss if you were capable of swiping your pilot card for a discount for 2 slices of pizza." And I was like, "Fine. But what if there's no towels and I want to dry myself off with the pilot pizza?" She's like, "I ain't falling for your games. You get in there and you take your shower." So I went in there and took a shower. And hung out with Shannon. And she had a couple of lives this morning because she was thwarted. The word of the day, thwarted, which happens in the trucking industry quite a lot. She says, "AtRanta." Yes, we're ranting in Atlanta, so it's AtRanta. Always good seeing you here, Shannon. Hope you're doing well. Carrie's in the house saying, "What's up? Just what I needed." Oh, by the way, all members get stroked today. So we're continuing a pattern of members of my channel getting stroked. I don't think Shannon's not a member of my channel. You will have to stroke yourself, sister. We got Quick Shoe in the house. What the hell's going on in here? We're just ducking around, hanging out in AtRanta. Shannon Thomas Elizabeth Trucking. Showers are good. Yes. Especially when they got some water pressure to them. I was a happy boy this morning. He's a happy boy. Unlike right now, I am not a happy boy because the air conditioning has froze up on my truck and it is 96 degrees outside. So we're sitting here. I am letting a fan blow on me. You were watching me receive a blowjob because it is very hot outside. It's very hot. It's very muggy. It's very humidity. It's very humidity. There's plenty of humidities going on around here in AtRanta. And I would much rather have a shower than sit here in my filth. Although I'm a clean boy, like I took a shower. Troll killer. Oh wow, no neck on. What are you talking about? We got So Loud. Good evening to you and all the brothers and sisters. Much respect from the boondocks of North Crackalacky. I am one drive shift away from you, my friend. But I'm going to break your heart and let you know that I'm not heading your direction tomorrow. After I handle some business here in the morning, we are going to Pendergrass, Georgia. And after that, we are going to Illinois. Don't pronounce it Illinois. It's Illinois with a Z. So I won't be passing by you, my friend. But I hope you're doing very good, Mr. So Loud. Troll killer in the house. Good seeing you here. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Sunday. Hope Sunday's treating you well. Sweet Jody's in the house. Not a channel member with that avatar. I think she's a channel member with Marketplace Boutique. Always good seeing you here, my friend. I'm going to change a few things on my channel. Where I am sitting, I have free Wi-Fi and plentiful Wi-Fi. And I'm going to go through my channel and delete a bunch of videos that represent a life that I'm not living anymore. And I want no influence on my life today. So it's something that has needed to be done for quite a while. and it'll just happen all at once. Don't worry about it. We made some pretty good money on the channel recently. Somebody dropped a $500 super chat last time I was live. It was crazy. Jody, happy Father's Day to all dads. Thank you. Shannon, did Mr. B change his name again? He's had some issues with YouTube in the past. I don't know if he's changed his name again. Is it Mr. T's, B's, and T's? Is it Mr. B's, B's, and T's? Is it Mr. B? We don't know. Shannon, Elizabeth, Thomas Trucking. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Always good to see it here, Shannon. Thank you for the well wishes and such. Oh, I'm Sterling Wheel, your gas pastor. We're gonna sit here and chill on the internet. It is a Sunday. It is over with. You will never get this day back, and it's okay. It's okay. Quick shoe, pretty good weekend. Life is good. I'm glad to hear that. You're coming up on some vacation pretty soon. I will never receive vacation ever again in my life, and I've learned to accept it. Oh, part of the reason why I'm a spicy lad who doesn't have air conditioning is when I got parked today, it was cloudy, and I forgot what side of the sky the sun is on. And I woke up to my air conditioning froze up, which means the truck matched the outside temperature. And the truck was facing the sun. I can't show you outside the windshield where I'm at, but we live in a glass house. This is a greenhouse. And if you're facing the sun in a semi truck, it'll warm up like you wouldn't believe, especially if you don't have proper airflow or air conditioning running. So I woke up in quite a tizzy. I was quite upset. I was very hard to console. I jumped out of this truck like I was on fire. I almost wanted to rip the fire extinguisher out and just spray it in my face. Problem with fire extinguishers is they're not really that cold. And it's designed to suck the oxygen out of air. So don't spray yourself in the face with a fire extinguisher. It will be unpleasant. It's not like Whippets, where come on, you kids understand what I'm talking about now. I know some of you have cans of Cool Whip in your fridge right now that have no pressure in them anymore. We understand what you're doing with Cool Whip. You can't treat a fire extinguisher the same way. You might not wake up from it. Quick shoot, pretty good weekend. Life is good. You're coming up on vacation. I know you are. Shannon, Elizabeth, Trucking. I had a semi-rough day. Semi-rough. Okay. You need to put air in your seat. If you're having a rough day, you need to put some air in your seat. I almost want to wash my eyeballs with that pun. If I had some way to wash my hands, I would use my hand washing stuff to wash my eyeballs out, just because of how punny that was. I'm just kidding. I love the puns. Bring them. We are 10 minutes behind in the comments. I feel good about that. Rob's neighbors in the house. Thank you, Shannon. Thomas Trucking. Oh, that's right. Carrie's father too, and with him being a member of the channel, he gets a good stroking. Phoenix Skater, make sure you were fed. Funny. Yeah, we got to feed ourselves out here in the trucking industry. It's easy to just drive. Turn on that cruise control, blast our Pantera. I was listening to Pantera today. I don't know why I was listening to Pantera today. It's not good music for driving in a thunderstorm between the fog. But I still did it anyway. We survived. Always good seeing here. Phoenix Skater. Quick Shoe says clean undies is always a good plan. Smokey is in the house in the hizzy. Valued channel member, you get a stroke. Valued channel member, he had a good Father's Day live. I was poking around in there for a little bit when I got here. It was quite nice. Although I did not hear your Volkswagen run or the horn honk, and instead I was reprimanded for suggesting that you fire up a Volkswagen in an enclosed garage and honk the horn. Listen, if somebody asked me to honk my horn on my Volkswagen, I would do it, even in an enclosed garage. It's not like you have to warm up the motor. I mean, honestly, you just turn the key on and do it. But it's always good seeing you here. Smokey! Hepper? Is it Hepper or Jepper? Are you flying a plane right now? Yes. It's my aeroplane. We are celebrating Father's Day alone, where I deserve to be. I'm not mad. Smokey he is a member of the channel, which gives him exclusive access to the emoticons on my channel. And one of the emoticons that you are witnessing on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, Craigslist, MySpace. Actually, no. Today I'm only broadcasting on Craigslist. The white box is my white Land Rover Discovery that I built. It was a rock crawler. Beautiful. I loved that friggin' thing. Smokey is dropping a new hashtag. It's all the rage. Sticky Sterling. Yes, I'm sticky. That's the best. That's the we got the brownest chickens who's asking to be stroked. But you're a member. You don't even have to ask. I will stroke you if you're a member. Brown chicken with a brown chicken. Coincidence, is it not? Rob's neighbor, Carrie, says Jeeper. I think it's Jepper or Hepper. 1969. Yes, he's flying Spirit planes into the desert. Yeah. I always wanted to be a pilot. I like the headset that I recently bought. This is a Garmin, and it's got a little party trick. You kids want to see the little party trick I got? It turns red so I can light up the dashboard and see what I'm doing at night. I am quite fond of it, by the way. It is good times. I paid way too much for the headset, but I'm very happy about my headset. Thomas Bailey is in the house. Atlanta, stay away from Magic City, Sterling. We're parked. We can't go nowhere. Thomas Bailey reminding us, welcome to the dirty, dirty South of oppressive heat and humidity, not the dry heat of Nevada. Yeah, it's true. Less than a week ago, I was in Nevada, and it was quite nice. I found myself at a business that had a swamp cooler, and there is no greater feeling than the dry desert heat and then standing in front of a swamp cooler and just that. It doesn't happen here in the South because there's too many humidities in the air for a swamp cooler to work. But I was a very happy boy to sit there and just let a swamp cooler do its thing. I miss those days. Don't miss Nevada though. I said a proper goodbye to Nevada. Smokey is a valued channel member. And he gets stroked, and then we read his comment. Ooh, I'm a member. Wrong time. Yes, you are. Member for 7 months. That's amazing. Thank you, sir. Ringo is reminding us the worst is yet to come. Just wait. Is that a threat or a promise? I think it's a promise. You will often hear me say, enjoy the decline. Jody says, great to see you too. Jody had a wonderful premiere. I was trying to time it to where I didn't step on her premiere. I needed to go live. She had a premiere talking about the origins of Father's Day. It was a great episode, and I watched it. Thomas Bailey says, covering your tracks, huh? Yes. Last night I operated under the cover of darkness and fog, and then I took a shower and continued my trip. It was good. We had good trucking today. It was okay. Thomas Bailey says, happy Father's Day. Thank you, sir. Always good to see you here. Smokey is reminding us that there is no whipped cream left in his refrigerator. No cream here, just pure NO2. Ooh. You kids and your whippets. Thomas Bailey, the first blast of Ready Whip, Cool Whip comes in a container, vegetable oil mostly. Yeah, I'm talking about the stuff in the can. Ready Whip, right? No, Cool Whip. Cool Whip is in a bucket, and Ready Whip's in a can, right? I think it is. Mr. B says, howdy from North Kakalaki. Always good seeing you here, sir. I am not going to pass through your state anytime soon because I am going to finish my trip in Georgia in the morning. And then what do we got going on? I pick up another load. I got a computer right here in front of me. I could easily tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to fire this truck up and let it idle. Even though I might get fired for it, I need some air conditioning. This is ridiculous. Welcome to AtRanta, by the way. Come on, we need to get that air conditioning going. I'm a spicy boy. Mr. B, always good seeing you here. Welcome to AtRanta. We're going to sit here in Atlanta and we're going to rant. Hanging out on the church wheel. Hope you kids had a good Father's Day, wherever you're at. We already had dinner. I fired up the air fryer, which is a good thing to do when your truck's already 95 degrees on the inside. We had some smoked brats, and in an air fryer, I should probably not go 400 degrees for more than 7 minutes because the brats ruptured, and it wasn't pretty. I don't like my food pre-digested. Welcome to AtRanta. We are ranting. Where are we at? F6B Adventures. What's a look through the glasses? These are Dylan Optics. They're frosted. And it's too bright out here. Ugh. Barf. I'm usually a night driver, so daytime light really gets to me. But I mean, they're just normal glasses, but they're frosted. These ones are quite well worn, well used, but you know, it just looks like that. It's just you can't see because they're frosted. Oh, much better. Yeah, so there you go. Dylan Optics. I love my Dylan Optics. We got Mr. Vlad. Hey, how's the good life? The good life. The good life? The good life is swell. We got paid this week. Everything's fine. Paid some bills. Paid, let's see, what else did I pay? I paid off some bills. I got some GoPro accessories. The 360 cameras, they require a screw-on adapter. So I got a bunch of those. What else did I get? Oh, I bought new riding pants for my motorcycle. I've had a riding jacket for the longest time, but I could never find pants that would fit me. And dear friend of the channel, Road Reality, Mr. John, suggested a company, and I went poking around that company, and I found a set of pants that would fit me. So I went ahead and ordered them and used his 10% off code coupon, Road Reality, and here in a week or two, I'll have a set of pants sitting at home, waiting for me. Set of riding pants, because it's. I've had some friends recently crash on their motorcycles, and they are only with us today because they had the proper riding gear. And I figured I should have proper riding gear myself, right? Considering how many years I've been riding motorcycles and riding in flip-flops and shorts. I haven't ridden in flip-flops recently. Maybe last year. Hey, Sterling, how'd you lose your flip-flops? I was riding my motorcycle, and they blew off. But yeah, good life is good. Thank you for stopping by, Vlad. I hope you're doing well. Carrie's saying they're from the movie They Live. No, they're from the Smoke and Tire podcast. Hold on. Cough. If the light is off, you're free to move about the cabin. That's right. Thomas Bailey says R. Kelly would be proud. What of why would R. Kelly be proud? We got Crystal Kitten in the house saying hello. Always good to see you in here. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. I'm Sterling Wheel, your guest pastor. Today's Church of Wheels. AtRanta. It's hot in Atlanta, and we're ranting. It's AtRanta. Okay? The sun is going down. The moon is coming up. And long ago, somebody left with the cup. He's going the distance. We got lost in the comments. Thomas Bailey with that headset. I like my new headset. It's pretty damn cool. Quick Shoe says, Swamp Cooler, is that like a lot lizard? No, lot lizards don't really exist anymore. Online dating got rid of them all. If you see a lot lizard at a truck stop, it's usually a cop or somebody with a lot more desperation than you want to participate in. Lesson for the kids, don't hang out with people that are desperate. They might ruin your life. The more you know. Swamp Cooler, you never heard of a swamp cooler? That's a Southern California desert kind of thing. Cheap Freight Hauler has been a member for 23 months and waiting for my stroking. You don't have to make it gay. There. You get a stroking. Carrie's in the house says hi to Thomas Bailey, Crystal Kitten, Quick Shoe. Hope you and everyone are doing well. Carrie was in the sights of a tornado, yesterday or the day before? One of my favorite museums, there used to be a place I ordered a lot of Volkswagen parts from in Effingham, Illinois. It's Midwest Auto, I think. They did Corvette parts and Volkswagen parts. It got leveled by a tornado. It was quite sad. They had some very awesome Corvettes there, and they had some very awesome Volkswagens there, but the facility got leveled. Jody says, thanks for the kindness, Sterling. Yeah, I stop by every once in a while. If you kids are live or doing a premiere, I'll show my kind support by dropping, I'll pay for some members, or I'll say hi, or I'll drop a super chat. I need to back away from doing that because I am thinking about moving, and I need the money. Crystal Kitten saying hi to Carrie. We got JP TV. He was live, yesterday? This morning? He was doing paperwork in his truck and talking to his crew. I stopped in there and said hi. I like that a lot of my friends do live shows and stuff. It feels nice to connect with people. Thank you for connecting with me right now. We've been live for 31 minutes. We're in AtRanta. And JPTV 3K is reminding us to yo. I agree with that. Strong statement. Quick Shoe saying hi to Carrie. Quick Shoe's going to hit the road on an epic motorcycle trip in the near future. Smokes Shop, valued channel member who's been stroked a couple times already. I see many strokes in your future, CFH. That's because the truck drivers, we have a terrible diet. And between heart attacks and strokes and explosive diarrhea, yeah, it's a tough life. It really is. Jody, sweet Jody, GA probably really hot. Georgia's hot, sweltering is the correct statement. Mr. B says, well, you know where to find me when you do. Freight has been kind of weird lately, but I don't know if I'll ever get up there. If I do, I will be. It's still kind of hot in here. I want coldness. It is not cold enough in here for my satisfaction. I'm a dissatisfied boy. We are unsatisfied. Oh, even my water's warm. It's nothing worse than lukewarm water. Good seeing here, Mr. B. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Sunday. Quick shoe. Delivered to the federal prison in Atlanta. Where's the federal? I thought all of Atlanta was a prison. I'm just saying, you drive around Atlanta enough, you kind of wonder, are these people trapped here? Did these people do something horrible in their life and they're required to live in this place? Why do people live in Atlanta? It's a hotbed of craziness, I'll tell you that. Eventually, I need to actually visit Atlanta. I have been downtown a couple times, but I think it would be nice to check out some restaurants, maybe check out a concert or something. Like, there's too many people in the world that are afraid to visit things, and I see everything as it is. I'm always out here trucking. Why be afraid to, go to downtown Chicago and check out, like, get a hot dog from downtown Chicago or something? I think it'd be cool. I would do it on a motorcycle. I don't think I'd want to be in a car. I like to travel by motorcycle. And I'm itching for a motorcycle trip in the near future. Driving a semi truck, like I'm 8 feet above the ground right now. I can look out the windows, kind of see everything. And the world goes by the windshield at a constant, consistent rate. I've seen everything, but I haven't been everywhere. And I think I need to travel more by motorcycle. I've got a really good camping setup right now, so I think it would be fun to ride a long distance, camp, continue riding a long distance, camp. I think I could make it across the country pretty easy on the bikes that I own. But yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. What were we talking about? Thomas Bailey with a valuable lesson. Cool Whip comes in a plastic tub. Ready Whip comes in a can. I used to be a frozen delivery manager. I had a lot of Ready Whip for recall. Oh! Did you do some whippets? Did you knock over a pallet and be like, "Damn, I'm taking that home. I must sacrifice the Ready Whip that has fallen off this pallet." And then a week later, you wake up at Burning Man. Always good seeing here, Thomas Bailey. JP, TV, North Dakota work over here, go back home, take the rest of the year off, seasonal hauling, dirt, sugar beets, the list goes on for construction and oil. I wish I could do that. I've looked into some seasonal work. Actually, there in northern Minnesota, North Dakota. But my child support and need to have good benefits prevent me from not having steady employment, which adds to the feeling like I'm in prison. I feel bad anytime I take time off because it's like that bank account dries up very quickly. It's a tough life. Happy Father's Day. Very happy Father's Day. Michael Hansen, JP TV. I live in Minnesota. Good times. Minnesota's a beautiful state. Mr. B says, I've seen that vest turns into airbags. Sure have come a long way. Yes, those have been popular for a while now. They're doing it for two reasons. They're doing it as kind of a Hans device. For motorcycle riders, it keeps you from snapping your neck, so it'll blow up around your helmet and make your neck rigid. And then it does offer some cushion to fall. There's some air vests that are actually air jackets, and it'll blow up in the shoulders and stuff to keep you from breaking your clavicle. But yeah, and there's two types. There's one that goes off by a shock sensor, and there's another one that goes off by a tether on your handlebar. I would never do the tether by handlebar, because there's been a lot of times I've forgotten to unplug my phone from the charger, when I walk away from the motorcycle. And it would be quite embarrassing to set off your airbag vest on your motorcycle. It would wake you up. But yeah, there's airbag vests for motorcycle riders. Smokey is a valued channel member. Stay cool, Sterling. Gonna turn off the screen. Okay, you got to get some rest. You gotta avoid the electronics. I invite everybody to avoid electronics as much as you can. There's something about electronics that I think it alters our natural brain waves or something like that. I've noticed there are times that I've left my phone here in the truck and walked away, and I instantly feel happier. Like, I feel better. I'm not necessarily addicted to social media. There might be argument that I'm addicted to YouTube and doing live shows and stuff like that, but it serves a purpose. When I walk away from electronics, I feel better. And it kind of sucks because I use this phone that I'm currently doing the live stream. I use it for photography quite a bit. And to be out there in nature without a camera, without the abilities to communicate, is fantastic. I've always been a nomadic soul, so being alone doesn't really bother me that much. Let me correct that. Being by myself doesn't bother me that much, but I don't like being alone. And today was the first day in a long time that I felt completely alone. But some good people reached out, made sure I was doing okay. And that's the great thing about building a community. And that's the whole reason the Church of Wheel exists, is I want to check in on you kids. We check in on each other and make sure everyone's doing okay. If we have the ability to laugh, smile, and relate to each other, that's all that matters. Remember about 20 minutes ago, I was going to tell you locations that I was going to be going? Okay, tomorrow by 1:30, I need to make a delivery in Pendergrass, Georgia. After that, I am picking up in Gainesville, Georgia. After that, we are driving to Taylorsville, Illinois. That's a very annoying Illinois area of the country. Head right into them tornadoes, going right to tornado country. That's all right. I've survived tornadoes before. I think I did a couple days ago, honestly. Good seeing you here, Smokey. Hope you're giving yourself a rest from the intranet. Thomas Bailey says, it was a joke about the headset R. Kelly used to rock before everyone was so scared. Oh, really? R. Kelly, huh? I thought he was a cool dude. What's the issue with R. Kelly? Is he okay? Is R. Kelly okay? Is P. Diddy okay? Is Bill Cosby okay? How's O.J. Simpson? We would like to know. Does anyone have any of those people's phone number? Let's give them a call on the live stream. Be like, hey, R. Kelly, what's going on, my friend? I'd be like, same old, same old. Always check in on your friends. JP TV, $2 super chat. Super chats get punished on this channel. We do not tolerate super chats. So prepare for punishment when I get a chance to find the button that will punish you for dropping a super chat. As always, thank you for the super chat. Super chats for the entire year of 2026 will go towards debauchery, and lots of it. Depending on how large the super chat, I might film it and put it on my channel. But you have to become a member to watch the debauchery. JP TV hauling liquid nitrogen oil fields. Nice. What do they use the liquid nitrogen for? For the drilling process? Welcome to Church of Oil. We're talking about AtRanta. We're ranting in Atlanta, so it's AtRanta. Getting lost in the comments. That's so easy to get friggin' lost. I should use my GPS more often. Lady J's in the house. Value channel member. Strokes. Always good seeing here, Lady J. Mr. B, when you going to meet the airbrush and crazy shit on the 6-7 bug? No, but I need somebody to do some pinstripe work. Are you capable of doing pinstripe work? The bug has some hand pinstriping above the headlights and above the license plate light on the rear deck lid. I need somebody to trace and redo those pinstripes. If you are capable of doing pinstriping, please let me know. And use what's on there as a template. I've polished that car too many times and the pinstripes are wearing out. Please let me know if you could do pinstripes. Crystal Kitten saying hi to Smokey. Smokey saying hi to Crystal. Crystal Kitten. Smokey says, I did not mean that kind of strokes. Oh, you mean last night she said, oh, baby, I feel so down when you turn me off and I feel left out. Come around. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. Strokes are a great band. Thomas Bailey saying hi to Carrie. Is Carrie in here? Sometimes StreamYard censors like people. It's weird. Mr. B says, well, this live just went to shit. It's a common occurrence, my friend. Are you new here? Listen, I'll satisfy you with some red light rambling. There we go. Or white light rambling. Or even brighter white light rambling. JP TV 3K. YouTube and the internet is truly something else. It's part of our lives, and we're all adapting and growing with it. I truly believe that we are not capable of this type of communication. People are very quick to emotion and easily manipulated. And I miss that. You know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and I miss going to the mall and hanging out with our friends and having Orange Julius and going to Tower Records and seeing a movie. Oh man, I remember going to the movies. Get yourself a soda pop, or a cola, or a Coke, and a bucket of popcorn, and maybe some red vines. I say some, but you know which red vines. You're getting 3 of them. And it was $10. And you and your girlfriend would sit in the movie theater and watch Titanic. Or watch Tank Girl. or watch what else? What else was a good movie to see in the theaters? Jurassic Park. I hope any of you have had the chance to see Jurassic Park in a movie theater. Man, that brought back some memories. Holy crap! How much does it cost to go to a movie theater now? It's probably like $60 a person. Cheap Freight Hauler gets a stroke because he's been a member for 20 months, I think. Jerome Jones is second. Okay, so as far as membership, the length of memberships on my channel, CB, Citizens Brigade, has been a member for 35 months. Adam Bennett's been a member for 34 months. Who else? I've got some members that have been with me for the long haul, and I can't say thank you enough. You have seen me go through some stuff. You've seen me go through some things, and sometimes I regret being so personable. But I'm glad for those of you that have stuck with me, and those of you that have been forthright in your communications with me. There's a few people that have flat out said, "Hey, you got too much drama around you, Sterling. I can't participate in your live shows. I do not want your friendship anymore." And I truly respect those people. It's the people that have ghosted me that I have no time or consideration for anymore. I'm never gonna make an attempt to salvage that kind of relationship. Once the trash is on the street, you leave it alone. You let the trash man take it away. Because if you go out to the street and pick up the trash that you already set out, you look like a fool. And all the neighbors look at you and go, "What the hell is he doing digging into the trash? You just look like an idiot." So once the trash has taken itself out, you leave it alone. Let the trash man, let the authorities handle it. That'd be funny if a trash man was considered an authority. Sometimes they're paid by the city, unless it's waste management. See how quickly the show goes off the rails? Cheap Freight Haulers reminding us, yes, Pilot Pizza is going to give me an early stroke. I think I have developed a gluten allergy. I have noticed backing away from bread, which I've always had a problem with bread. Like if you see me getting fat, it's because I found a Subway or a Pilot Pizza or a combination of both. But I've noticed now that I have stepped away from gluten for the most part, I've had a few. I've gone off the rails. Like my swelling is down. I don't sneeze as much. My eyes don't water as much. I have a tear duct that drains into my nasal cavity, and your tears are naturally salty, right? So when it goes into my nasal cavity, it causes me to sneeze like crazy. So I try to stay away from anything that would give me an allergic reaction, and I think I'm allergic to bread, gluten, stuff like that. So I've noticed in the last 6 weeks, the more that I avoid gluten, the healthier I become. I'm going to shut down the truck here because I shouldn't be idling. The boss of the company might tap on my door. Might give me a rap tapping on my chamber door and ask me to roll down the window so he can say nevermore. I'd be like, "Oh, I like my air conditioning. Can't you see I'm well insulated?" And he'd be like, "Too bad. Shut truck off." Oh, Smokey, valued channel member. Members get stroked. Smokey says, "I met Sterling Strokes for your membership. You weren't talking about the Strokes last night." She said, "What's another good Strokes song?" My mind drew a blank. They literally have 100 songs, and the only one I can think about is Last Night. Great band, though. I know what you meant. I was supposed to stroke CFH a whole bunch. Thomas Bailey, traveling up and down the highway, stewing in your own juices, no way to go through life. That's why that's why I turned the air conditioning on, my friend. Always good seeing you, Thomas Bailey. Cheap freight haulers reminding us that members get stroked. We're not getting out of this alive. Nobody survives. Nobody gets out of this alive. Oh. I cleaned my mirrors. I cleaned the interior of the truck before I went live. It's nice to be able to clean a small domicile. I could see the attraction for some people to live in tiny homes and apartments just because it's so easy to clean. Where I used to live in the high deserts of Nevada, it was very difficult to keep anything clean. It was always something getting dusty or something crawling around in the house. From where I'm at right now, there is no rodentia. There's no rodents in my semi-truck. There isn't even a fly in here. Isn't it kind of weird that, like, there is never a fly in my truck? They've gotten into the truck, but they immediately fly out. Is it my abrasive personality that even Mother Nature is like, we need to stay away from this guy? I think that's what it is. Cheap freight hauler reminding us we're not getting out of this alive. Speak for yourself. Atlanta does suck. It does. I've got through, like, there was no traffic this morning. I got here at, I think, 10 o'clock this morning, 11 o'clock this morning. I don't know what time it is right now, but I got here and I didn't have to fight the traffic. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. We are ranting. That's why it's called AtRanta. Church of Wheel, AtRanta. Get back to the comments. What your kids are paying me for? Oh, when a good time comes along, you must whip it. JP TV, can you make a load board video live about the freight in the area of North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, and Minnesota? That would be the realm of Snorlord. I don't have memberships to load boards or anything anymore. You know, I switched companies. I'm actually a company man. I work for Bluebird, and I don't have to worry about. I do peak every once in a while. But check out Snorlord, the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker, and jump in on one of his lives, and he's more than happy to show you the freight market in those areas. Those markets are contract freight. Minnesota, not so much, but North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, the only way to make money in those states is with contract freight. If you see anything on a load board there, it's because somebody has had a horrible business situation, and they might pay a lot to get you in there, but it's kind of the Texas situation where it might be easy to get to Texas. It might be hard to get out of Texas, but if you stay within the state, you can make some money. I've found that North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana are like that, or have been in the past. Yes, I'm an experienced truck driver, but I am not an owner operator, or, you know, I don't serve that function anymore. I'm literally a steering wheel holder. Wherever this company tells me to go, I just drive. Check out Snorlord. SST's in the house. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you around the channel much because I know you got some things. I know you got some things going on. You let me know about it last time I was live. Oh yeah, lukewarm water. It's like drinking non-flavored piss. Pre-Olympics Atlanta was better. Did the Olympics really mess up Atlanta? I never saw Atlanta before the Olympics. I remember there was a bombing. Is that what changed Atlanta? Atlanta is the most surveilled city in all of America. They have the most flock cameras, the most street cameras, license plate readers. Atlanta is the most surveilled city in America, which makes you wonder why flock cameras are painted black. Is because nobody cares about black on black crime. Sick burn, Sterling. Poignant and a sick burn. You know, if they painted flock cameras white, then black people would be like, hey, we can't have cameras around here. We're being oppressed. Oh, Sterling, do you need to start dipping into your anarchy ways? Yes. Yes, we need to stand up and fight against. Please ignore the media trying to manipulate everyone into a race war. We need a civil war. You need to fight the government, not each other. Please. Could you do that, kids? Could you make that commitment for me? I'm surprised YouTube hasn't yanked my show yet. Good seeing here, SST. Chief Rate Hauler says, check out Mary Mac's Tea Room. Is that like a pot shop or something? I'll have to check that out, by the way. Smokey! I saw Colonel Bruce Hampton die on stage at the Fox Theater. And oh, that's sad. Bruce Hampton was cool. I went to the Fox Theater in Detroit once. I just walked through it because I was parked like a block away. And I just walked up to it because I remember seeing the history of it. Like I was a huge fan of Jack White and the White Stripes and stuff. And he had played at the Fox Theater like a week before. And I noticed that on the sign in front of the building, it said, no, Jack White from the White Stripes. He was playing for the Raconteurs at the time. And it piqued my interest, so I walked over there to check it out. And it was pretty cool. Fox Theater in Atlanta. I'll have to check that one out. Thomas Bailey with a spicy comment. I don't feel like talking about politics. Smokey says that was a hell of a show. Gets a stroke because he's a valued channel member. I realized that I'm sponsored by Iron Skillet, and I didn't even bring it up. Make sure you go to. I had a dinner at the Iron Skillet in Hammond, Louisiana yesterday. I had the surf and turf, and it was splendiferous. I was quite a happy boy. Their surf and turf was actually pretty. The service was so shitty. Oh my God. Nobody wanted to work on a Saturday. Usually the South was like, you get good customer service. It's not an issue. I had terrible service. But the food was very good. It was extremely very good. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. Today is AtRanta. AtRanta. Because we're ranting in Atlanta. AtRanta. JPTV 20 minutes ago said it'll be a while until he gets my comments. Be safe out there. Hope to catch you on the road one day. Good times. It's freaking hot outside. It's freaking hot in the truck. I was running the air conditioning. It was still hot. Quick Shoe is have a great evening, everyone. Catch you all later. Good seeing you, Quick Shoe. You never answered how many days it was to your vacation. Smokey, there's no escape. Quick Shoe, there's never an escape. We're not allowed to escape. JPTV answering Michael Hansen. You're right next door to the oil field. You could be home every weekend or work 2 weeks off and 1 week off. Good money. I've never worked for the oil field, but I have been adjacent to it and seen the money. It's good times. Thomas Bailey is reminding us. It's good stuff like Rush Old Record Cleaner. I miss those brain cells. You don't need that many brain cells. Brain cells are overrated, my friends. I seriously have to idle the truck. I can't handle this friggin' heat. I've had a spicy day and I'm uncomfortable. Oh, I'm just uncomfortable. Thomas Bailey says, whip it good. I meant, yeah, we know what you meant. Mr. B, B's and T's. Check out his YouTube channel. I think he's got something on his YouTube channel. No, we were doing fine, just getting older every day. But sadly, we have to go, everyone. Y'all have a great night and be safe. Always good seeing you here, Mr. B. I don't think you answered my question whether or not you can do pinstripe work. Thomas Bailey says, I almost need an intervention. Just joking. We all need an intervention sometimes. JP, TV. 1099 contracting is a cash grab, so keep that in mind. Find somebody at dependable work, pays good in time. It can be done. Yeah, I can't. I know you might be speaking to somebody else if you're still in here. I can't do 1099 anymore. I just can't do it. I need to be supported. Thomas Bailey, 20 minutes ago. You're never alone. There's 8 billion people on Earth. Yeah, that's true. Brown Chicken, as a valued channel member, says Jello pudding. Oh, that sounds good. Brown Chicken dropping the bug. If you're a member of my channel, you get emoticons and stuff, and you also get stroked. I was just in Taylorville last week. Really? Were you at a facility called MBM? There's no way you were at MBM. We're actually going to be. That's interesting. We're going to be hauling bread. It's 13,000 pounds of bread going to MBM for Checkers Rally restaurants. I don't know if you kids are familiar with Checkers, but they're pretty damn good. Brown Chicken says, I want bug action. Me too, my friend. I need to get home. I tried to invite Buck to replace the carburetor on my bug, and he told me to find a fist and sit upon it. And I was like, damn, dude, I thought you liked working on Volkswagens. But he's got a carburetor for me that I need to rebuild and install, and then I think the Volkswagen will be all right. I'm going to put the bumpers back on the car. The T-bars are cool, but I'm thinking I'm going to move, and I need that car to be kind of all together when I decide to do the move. Rob's neighbor, Carrie, have a good day. JP, TV, 3K. Always good to see JP in here. 9 mils on 2 wheels, also has 9 mils on 18 wheels. Good evening, everyone, and good night. 2:30 a.m. comes quick. Laters, be safe and carry things that go boom. I was kind of sort of in your neighborhood, but I realized you've already gone to bed. I was in, did I go to Texas? Did I go to Texas? Yeah, I did. I delivered in Texas somewhere and picked up somewhere in Texas. And then I went somewhere in Texas. No, I went somewhere in Louisiana. Delivered to Robert, Louisiana. And then picked up in Tickflaw. And then made it to Hammond. And then made it to Atlanta this morning. So I have been a monster of trucking. Uh-oh. Do you hear that? You hear that? What is that? What does that mean? Should I be scared? Should I be worried? Should I be concerned? What is that? Hello? Are you there? Is this some weird alien? What's going on? I'm nervous. I'm frightened. I'm scared. What's that noise? E.T.? Phone home? Hello? What's going on? That's spooky. What's that noise? What does that even mean? Is it a code? Is it SOS? No, just means my truck shut itself off. Always good seeing here, kids. We're in AtRanta. 9 mils on 2 wheels is not a channel member. That's fine. I won't hold it against you. JP TV 3000. What the heck was that? I don't remember what we were talking about. Brown Chicken 9 mils. What's up, brother man? Brown Chicken. Oh, okay. JP TV. Liquid nitrogen causes lift when you pump it down, hold to pressurize, clean out pipelines to freeze off a well, amongst other things. Interesting. Okay. So that's why I see. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because liquid nitrogen is what, 300 below zero or something like that? Thomas Bailey says, a lot of people's butthole's safe now that Diddy's locked up once again. So once he gets out, look out. Listen, Diddy's a good man. He's just misunderstood. Fuck. Oh, JP saying hi to everybody. Oh my God, this show gets off the rails. Brown Chicken has reminded us to say goodnight to Mr. B. B's and T's. Shannon, Elizabeth Trucking. I need my armrests. I need my armrests. I'll just sit here on my throne. I've often told you kids it's unhealthy to sit in the driver's seat if you ain't driving. Don't get comfortable in your driver's seats. It makes it easier to fall asleep here. I'm about to see if they're going to charge me for a large cup of ice at the TA here. Do not inform them that you have got some ice. Just be like, hey, I'm getting some ice. And the cashier goes, okay. That's all you got to worry about. Brown Chicken. Sam Goody Record Store. Ooh, Sam Goody. They weren't as big as Tower Records on the West Coast, but that was a good store. Shannon Thomas Trucking, Lemonheads. Oh, yeah. At the movie theater. I was always Red Vines. And if you dare walk up on me with Twizzlers, was it Twizzlers? Why do people eat those? They're gross. Oh, and I like the licorice Red Vines too. I know some people are like, yeah, just disgusting. Black licorice is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It tastes like root beer. Root beer's good. JP TV 3K. Me too. I miss authentic human culture and interaction. Not what it once was. 100% agree. You can still find it in the Spanish or Mexican communities. I invite any of you to go to a swap meet in like Phoenix or Dallas, and you will see wonderful human interaction. Like those cultures still value the handshake and eye contact and stuff like that. There was a really good, when I was in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, there was I'm always looking for a Cuban sandwich, and I found a restaurant it was like an indoor swap meet, and the restaurant was closed, but I was walking around and checking out the market and stuff, and it was a really cool place, and people were talking, and kids running around, and yeah, you can still find some humanity out there, but you're not going to find it in a giant mall. You're not going to find it like Mall of America or anything like that. I'm getting stuffy. Shannon says Jaws. That was a great movie to see in the theater. I saw Jaws in a matinee a few years ago. It was great. $15 a ticket. We're talking about today's prices. I haven't been to a movie in quite a while. I've really wanted to, though. Seriously, I want to go to a movie so bad. I just don't want to go alone. Somebody take me to a movie. JPTV 3K. My mother took me to see Showgirls, but I don't think she realized what it was. Ooh. That's where that girl from Saved by the Bell, the hot one, that wasn't as hot as the other hot one, but she showed her titties. Showgirls was a fantastic movie. What was it about, though? I don't remember what Showgirls was about, but titties. I need to watch Showgirls for scientific reasons. JP3K. My sister took me and some other kids to see Child's Play because they thought it was a movie for kids. No, it wasn't. No, that's too funny, JP. Wow. Oh, you had a great childhood, my friend. Brown Chicken is a valued channel member, by the way. Gets stroked. Everyone that's a member gets stroked, and a little squeeze. DJ Bull of the Woods. Wazah, happy Father's Day. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Been a little bit of a rough day, but we're fine. Brown Chicken is a valued channel member. Subway and Little Caesars side by side here. They have Little Caesars Pizza and Subway, they've merged. Along with IHOP and Applebee's have merged. Along with KFC and Long John Silver's. Along with Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. Along with I saw one that was merged in Indiana. It was a Cane's. It was a Cane's with a Tim Hortons. I think it was a Cane's chicken fingers with a Tim Hortons. I've been seeing some weird mergers of fast food restaurants. Brown Chicken says yeast. JP TV 3K. Dude, the gluten-free stuff is real. Take you a trip to the Philippines, eat clean food. I guarantee you notice difference. Even if you eat at restaurants 30 to 60 days, you'll know. It's such a poison, and it's so addicting. We got a thunderstorm rolling in. I wish I could flip the camera around and show you. I really can't. That's one advantage to Atlanta and Georgia and stuff. Like we get the afternoon thunderstorms because there's so much moisture in the air and heat. I like this time of year. I like the thunderstorms and stuff. I feel bad for those of you that have dealt with tornado activity. The sky is just absolutely wonderful out here. I can't share. JP, peace out, please. I'll see you guys later. I mean it this time. Listen, you can hang out as much as you want. Brown Chicken says, different strokes to rule the world. Name that show. Brown Chicken says, sounds gay, as in happy. Are you happy? Tugar says, show them eyes, little boy. Little boy? I'm like three times your size. Cryptic, I'm impressed. Yes. Welcome to AtRanta. It is hot in Atlanta, and we're ranting. We're drinking lukewarm, filtered water, alkaline water with at 9.5 pH. Trying to combat our acidity. Hope the kids are doing good. More comments. Brown Chicken says, we got a live one. Let the trolls have their phone. The troll actually see himself out. And he's back. You can troll all you want on my channel, but for some reason, moderation is set really high. Plus, everybody in here is a moderator, so if you step out of line, you're going to get popped. Have your fun while you can. Thomas Bailey saying, see ya. to JP TV 3K. TJ Bull of the Woods says, gee, I wonder why. I can't see what comments the troll's been dropping because I'm not watching on the YouTube side. Brown Chicken, what color should I paint my brake calipers on my white Caddy? Red? If you want it to look like Brembo's, yeah. I like, like Porsche does crazy colors on their brake calipers, like lime green and silver, and but on a white Caddy, midnight blue would look cool. Red would be all right. I'm not a huge fan of yellow. Silver, I don't know, on a white Caddy? I don't know if I would go. It depends on what your rims are like. It depends on your rims and how much you're going to see the brake calipers. Cheap freight hauler. Could you imagine how wild Freaknik would be? It would. I don't know what you're talking about. Thomas Bailey, Soundgarden played their last show with Chris Cornell at the Fox Theater in Detroit. Really? That's right. That's right. And then he OD'd, right? Mikey Bull, Insane Wheels, had a great members only live yesterday. It was very splendid. Splendiferous. Good evening, Sterling and everyone. We've been live for an hour and 18 minutes. I really didn't want to go live, which is the best reason to go live. It's always good to do stuff when you don't want to. It exercises your abilities to friggin' whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Good seeing you here, Mike Ball. I'm getting tired. I slept until I got too until I got too hot. Cheap Freight Hauler says, no, it delivered coils of steel wire to a company that made farming equipment in Taylorville. I'm going to Taylorville, Illinois by the 24th. SST says, eject. Yeah, my truck was warning me. I tipped over the helicopter, and it was like, it's that warning to escape the helicopter before it bursts into flames. Sounds like a submarine tracker, because it was. Thomas Bailey, Trax Music was okay. Music Store, Record Bar, too. Trax Music? Not familiar. I grew up on the West Coast. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not familiar with here on the East Coast. Brother Buck Brown, the Diesel Deacon, humanity is overrated. I need to sneeze, and I'm going to shut off my camera in order to do so, because it's going to get ugly. I'm going to press a button to distract you while I sneeze, because it's going to get real, real ugly.
Call me master. Real what? Stripping like a pasta. They get nervous when it's Nicky on the roster. Flow still stiff. Snitches when snitches in your camp. They gonna have to send the best fighter for the champ. When I come out of the sneak, bitches start. Come out of the sweet, bitches start. Watch.
Oh, we can turn the camera back on. I'm done friggin' sneezing my friggin' head off. Thomas Bailey with an important message. Mexicans still sell decent yayo if you don't mind a little fentanyl. That is incorrect, sir. You're speaking to a trafficker. Truck driver. Motobomb, Virginia. Value channel member. The members get stroked tonight. Yeah, I've been stroking members all week. That's what she said. Motobomb, Virginia. Woot, good evening. Happy Farters Day. Farters, he's a farter. Uh-oh. My truck gave me a low voltage disconnect warning, which means I'm going to fire the truck up and use freaking air conditioning. Oh, my idle time. I am going to be punished for my need of air conditioning. It is too friggin' hot. The APU on the truck froze today, so I woke up to a sweltering mess of humanity, and that's good times. I was very happy to wake up a sweaty, disheveled truck driver who had just finished doing his laundry and needed to take a leak. There's nothing like waking up in a 97-degree truck with 100% humidity and realizing that you need to urinate. That's how I woke up a couple hours ago. 2-4 in the house says, "Sup, y'all? Have you been riding your motorcycle? I hope you've had a chance to ride your motor. I know the snow's melted, but now you've got mud, right? What's the weather like in Canada? And America has been kind of weird this year. They're calling for a El Nino, which will be a very wet winter. It'll be a very wet winter on the West Coast. How's your weather? I hope you've been riding. I need to ride my motorcycle soon, whenever I get home." Shannon, Elizabeth, trucking. I got ice for free, sort of. Paid for parking and a couple extremely overpriced salads. Ooh, you bought a trucker salad? Oh, those hit hard. The salads you get at a truck stop, if you want to spray paint a picket fence at 30 feet, that's the kind of diarrhea that I usually get from a trucker salad. And it's funny because, like, you look at the expiration date and it's like expires July 12th, 2026. And you're like, looking at the date and whatever the hell today's date is, I think I will eat this salad. And you take it back to the truck and you realize you didn't get enough salad dressing to hide how brown the salad is. And then you get food poisoning. I had food poisoning a couple days ago. Pilot breakfast burrito got me in Colorado. And I made it to Texas. Barely. I made it to Texas, and I was able to flush my system. And it took me 16 hours. And I've been a little off ever since. Yeah, only recently have I been a little off. But yeah, I feel bad you had to get a salad at the truck stop. They didn't have an iron skillet. You couldn't get a salad. Remember when Iron Skillet had salad buffet? Oh, I used to love the salad buffets at truck stops. They were so good, and they were fresh. Because there's a lot of drivers out here that want to. We don't want to always eat terribly, but there's not much markup on salads, and then there's a lot of people that they've brought into the trucking industry in the last fight. Let's be truthful. There's a lot of fucking immigrants that can't afford a fucking salad, so the truck stops don't have fucking salads, and instead they sell ramen for $6 a fucking bag. I told you I was going to rant. What were we talking about? Salads. They should bring salads back to the trucking industry. I miss a good salad. Uh-oh. What's going on? Hello? Can I help you? Fuck that. This truck's going to idle. I need my air conditioning. Insane Wheels. Mike Ball is a value channel member. All members get stroked. That's what she said. Moto24. Good seeing you here. Mikey Ball. Moto Bob Virginia says, I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. I'm at the KFC. I'm at the Taco Bell. KFC and Taco Bell here. So you got chicken flavored tacos or you got taco flavored chicken? How many of you have wished to have KFC gravy on your Doritos Locos taco? Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Oh. Can I get a medium-sized bowl of KFC gravy and a beefy 7-layer burrito? Oh my God. Can I have a Crunch Wrap Supreme with KFC gravy and mashed potatoes? You know, KFC makes those KFC bowls where it's like mashed potatoes, chicken nuggets, and gravy. Why don't they do that with a Crunch Wrap Supreme and just put KFC gravy? If your KFC has a Taco Bell in it, you should be, instead of hot sauce packets, they should sell KFC gravy. And your Doritos Locos tacos. They make a double, they're making the double burrito now. What do they call it? Where they wrap a tortilla. Well, they put beans in a tortilla and wrap it around a hard shell taco. Double layer taco. They're making those again. Sterling, how come your morbid obesity makes you a professional in the fast food industry? Well, on the receiving end of the fast food industry, yes. I am quite the expert. We're going to brighten our phone so it lights up my face because I don't feel like turning lights on. Hope you guys are doing okay. It's a Sunday. It is the end of Father's Day. Thank you to everybody that has wished me a happy Father's Day, and members of the channel get stroked. So there you go. Moto bump. I'm at the KFC. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the KFC and combination Taco Bell. Thomas Bailey is not a member of the channel, but that's okay. I saw Song Sung Blue with Hugh Jackman. He played a Neil Diamond cover singer. It was a decent movie. I watched the Ren and Stimpy documentary recently while I was shitting my brains out thanks to a pilot breakfast burrito. Happy Happy Joy Joy is a great documentary about Ren and Stimpy. Motobomb Virginia says, yo, Mike, good day to you, my friend. It's always a good day when Mike Ball's around. Buck Brown. Man, I go for some good old Timbits right about now. Timbits? What the hell's Timbits? Is that a racial slur? Buck. Jeez. Mikey Ball. Valued channel members get stroked. Always good seeing you here, my friend. Motobomb Virginia. Howdy, howdy, Thomas. We got some good people in. We got the regulars. Shannon Elizabeth Trucking. Gluten is highly inflammatory too. Yes, it is. And I've noticed backing away from the glutens. I don't feel as puffy. I don't sneeze as much, except that I just sneezed like 5 minutes ago. Uh-oh. Are we having a malfunction? Do I need to see what's going on? What do we got going on around here? What's going on? I like my new headset. People say the audio is good too. I haven't checked it out yet. Good seeing you here, Shannon. As always. 2-4 saying hi to Buck. Everybody in here needs to tell Buck to go ride his motorcycle. He's been home. Go ride your motorcycle. You can go ride my motorcycle too. 2-4 saying hi to Moto and Mike Ball. Insane Wheels. Hear the battle cry. Where metal and mayhem never die. Motobomb Woot 2-4. I hope you're riding your motorcycle 2-4. Motobomb 2. Get to watch ads with this account. Yay. Motobomb 2. I do have ads turned on this live because I am trying to raise some money for debauchery. If any of you want to drop a super chat, I will guarantee debaucherous behavior in the near future. Thomas Bailey says, Elizabeth Burke, yes, that's who she was. Was hot and Saved by the Bell, but even hotter in Showgirls. Well, yeah, she was like naked in Showgirls. Drewski in the house saying, howdy, y'all. Howdy, all. He's from Tampa area. It's howdy all. I don't think he's allowed to say y'all in Tampa. That's not that part. That's not the kind of part of Florida where you're allowed to say y'all. 30 miles to the east, it would be all right. But in Tampa, you can't say y'all. It's against the law. Motobomb gets stroked for being a member. Dropped all the emoticons. Buck Brown, I'm in South Crackalacky and don't want to be. Tough petunias, my friend. You are making an improvement in your life, and we are behind you 100%. You're going to be fine. Moto Bomber 2, that's a win then. Howdy Buck and Buck Brown. Buck Brown at Buck Brown. Thomas Bailey talking about Chris Cornell. He hung himself a rubber resistance band at MGM Grand Hotel bathroom. He didn't have a those band out of that. Okay. That's sad, though. He was a great singer. Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. One of my favorite songs from them was Rusty Cage. Johnny Cash did a version of it that I do at karaoke. It's quite fantastic. Quite splendiferous. And then what was the other song? I don't like Black Hole Sun. Fell on Black Days or something like that. What's the other good Soundgarden song? Rusty Cage is a huge one for me. I've always loved Rusty Cage. It was featured on the video game called Road Rash. Thomas Bailey, that 6'9" guy with Nicki Minaj is a brick house. Nicki Minaj has too many fillers. Motobomb, woot, howdy, Thomas Bailey. SST is reminding us Bastard Child Awareness Day. Oh, sick burn. Motobomb saying howdy to SST from his original account. Welcome to Atlanta, kids. We're hanging out, waiting for a thunderstorm off to the east. It is moving our direction. I could do a time lapse, except that I'm in a secure location that doesn't allow videographies. I could always make it a members only video. What do you kids think? Should I do a members only video? The answer is no. I don't feel like filming. Motobomb, value channel member, dropping the emoticons. Adam Bennett, Sport Lady, me, Redbox, Bug, watch something else, White Box, Poverty Glide, have a day. Buck Brown, friendly reminder, hurricane season started June 1st. Really? Judging by all the crap that I drove through in Louisiana and Mississippi the last couple of days, they got pounded. They really did. Motobomb wishing Thomas Bailey a good day, a great day. Today's over with. Motobomber 2 with a second channel. Supposed to be a very low activity season, Buck. It's hard to say. It's hard to predict. We can only hope that it won't be a crazy hurricane season. It's a little too hot for me. I'm a delicate, sensitive flower, and I just can't handle the heat. Oh, we're shutting down the truck because I don't want to get trouble for idling. Motobomb, Golden Corral today. I literally hurt myself. Oh, Golden Corral is quite the buffet. And yes, you will hurt yourself there. SST, did anyone else's grandparents refer to it as a bowel movement? That's an old person thing. Yeah. Yeah, or BM. Yeah, that's a grandparents thing. My parents never did. Yeah. Society has changed drastically. Always good seeing here, SST. Thomas Bailey with some valuable information. I want you to take notes. I want you to grab the nearest paper and pen. And you all need to write, even if you have an Etch-a-Sketch, take Miralax. Required, take Miralax, coach your digestive system with Senecot works well. Coley's is stool softener. Very interesting. Rob's neighbor, Carrie, saying, "What's up?" to Motobomb Virginia and Motobomb 2. Mike Ball is saying gravy and Doritos Locos Tacos. Come on. You would try it. Come on now. You could put KFC gravy on anything, and the Lord would forgive you. The Lord would forgive you. Jesus might think you're an asshole, but the Lord would forgive you. Facts. Chasing Ghosts, Tara. Hello. Good seeing you. Oh, Tara's a valued channel member is getting stroked. I left Louisiana. I left Hammond, Louisiana, and made it to Atlanta. I left Hammond, Louisiana at 2 in the morning, maybe 3, and made it to Atlanta by 10 or 11. I was trucking pretty damn good. Moto Bomber 2 is reminding us that the KFC Famous Bowl is what I was talking about. That's right. KFC bowls. Yeah. This is how I know I have friends in the world. That I could sit here with my morbid obesity and talk fast food, and everyone's like hearts and fires and wins. Like that's, I feel like I belong now. Thank you. Motobomb, Woot, howdy, going live tonight, Tara? Oh, am I stomping on Tara's chance to go live? Cheap Freight Hauler, valued channel member. Been a member for what, 30 months? Don't forget the corn and the famous. Oh, you're fucking right. How could I forget? Mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, popcorn chicken, famous bowl. I forgot the corn. Man, I hope I don't lose my certification in morbid obesity. I might have to turn in my card. I'm a card-carrying member of morbid obesity. I've always got my identification card with me. I'll walk into a restaurant and I have to pay 30% more than anyone else. So maybe it's not a good, maybe it's not a good thing. Corn in the famous bowl, yeah. Lady J is in the hizzy, valued channel member. I'll take you to a movie. I want to go to a movie. Oh, and it's nice that you put the Volkswagen and me. Some of my happiest memories are driving the Volkswagen and going to movies. It's good times. I need that car running. I need that car running. I need my motorcycle on the road. I need to get on my motorcycle and ride. I am 2.5 hours from my motorcycle right now, and I can't go anywhere near it. Oh, I hate trucking. I hate my life. Everything I love is far away from me. Speaking loving of motorcycles, I do have a new scan tool on the way. Thank you for taking me to a movie, Lady J. I need that desperately. I really do. Shannon Elizabeth, trucking, made famous by the movie Showgirls. If you want to see Shannon's titties, watch Showgirls. Gorditas with KFC gravy. Shannon, the gorditas would soak up the gravy better. Wow. I am impressed. I hope one of you wrote that down. If you see a combination, I'm at the KFC, I'm at the Taco Bell, I'm at the combination KFC and Taco Bell. You get yourself some KFC gravy to go with your gorditas with KFC gravy. I remember watching the space shuttle land as a child, and the amazement after hearing the sonic booms of the space shuttle entering the atmosphere over the Pacific Ocean and then landing at Edwards Air Force Base just outside of Lancaster, California. That's how I feel right now about KFC gravy and a gordita. Listen, if none of us had to worry about our diets, we wouldn't. There's no way I would survive 6 months if I just said, fuck it. I'm going to pull all my investments out and buy KFC gravy. KFC gravy is how you know that God exists. Hand KFC gravy to any atheist, and they'll be like, damn, I need to put this on a gordita. Wow. I was having a bad day until fuck. Motobomb 2, I can handle the stroke, Sterling. Thanks. Well, you're not a member on your second channel. You get no stroke. You get flicked. Good seeing here, Motobomber. Tara says, no live tonight. Had a death in the family. Not really in the mood. Need to take care of something a while. Posted a pic of my new Charvel on my channel if you want to see it. Ooh. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that, Tara. Condolences. I really wish people would stop. Listen, I want you to talk to somebody tomorrow and ask the first person that you see tomorrow. This goes for everybody watching the show. Shout out to the replay gang, #ketchup. The first person that you see tomorrow, I want you to ask them to promise not to die. Please. Rob's neighbor, Carrie, Insane Wheels, get stroked. Members of my channel get stroked. Thomas Bay, you idiot! Ren to Stimpy. Mikey Ball saying hi to Carrie. Members get stroked. Chasing Ghost, valued channel member, gets stroked. Nothing wrong with gorditas. Oh, are we talking about food? Those are tasty too. Uh-oh. Tara has a penchant for the chunky Latinas. Chunky Latinas are awesome. That's how you know there's a Jesus, or would it be Jesus? Is Jesus in Mexico Jesus? I've always wondered about that. Next time you see a Jesus, I want you to look at his palms and check for scarring. That felt like the border of blaspheming right there. But I'm not going to apologize. I am Sterling Wheel, your gas pastor. Today's show, we're ranting from Atlanta, so I named the show AtRanta. Glad you kids are here. Observations from the road? I don't care. I drove in a truck, and I made it. Buck Brown. Looks like the same headset I got. Did you get yourself the Garmin with the little light effects? I love my Garmin. This thing's been awesome. I've had it for a week now, and I'm very, very happy. Chasing Ghost Tara, value channel member, was working on Scars by Papa Roach for my live, but there's always next week. That's fine. Be sure to check out Chasing Ghosts. She does a live on some Sundays. Buck Brown says, not home no more. Remember? Oh, that's right. Buck's not able to work on my motorcycle, my Volkswagen, his motorcycle, the camper, his pickup truck, mow the grass, check the mail. Oh, I got something coming in the mail by Thursday. I'm going to be home by the end of the month. But I'm not going to relax. Tara's in the house saying hi to Buck Brown. Today's show is brought to you by KFC Gravy. Be sure to pour it on your Taco Bell. KFC Gravy on Del Taco French fries. Mike Ball, make it happen. Motobomb, Virginia, yeah, it's a wonderful day. Hope you had a great, sounds like you had a nice lunch. Golden Corral, they're awesome. Happy Father's Day. Thomas Bailey, good seeing you here, my friend. Chasing Ghosts, I'll do a cover of Black Days. Do I need to turn on a light? Does that make things better? We'll live with it. I'm going to roll down the windows. Only because I had a really rancid fart and I almost threw up. It's starting to be nice out here. I wish I could flip the camera around for you kids, but I can't. Black Days is a great song. Thomas Bailey reminding us that Soundgarden's best album was Bad Motorfinger. What about the one where they did the homage to Vanishing Point? What album was that? I loved Vanishing Point only because I lived in Nevada and I know every filming location of that entire movie, and the Dodge Charger in white is my favorite car in the world. They drive like shit. There's the most horrible driving car, but it's so damn cool. Vanishing Point. Like if DVDs, if VHS tapes, if laser discs still existed, I would have that movie in my possession. One of my favorite. Something about. Okay, so Vanishing Point, the original one, not the one they made in the 90s, was this dude who was a retired, well, he wasn't a retired cop. He was a cop that got fired for being a little bit too frisky. And for money, he would deliver cars, like from Denver to San Francisco. And he would take meth and he would bet, how fast he could get the cars delivered and stuff like that. And like everyone was like, hey, man, you ain't going to make it. And Mr. Kowalski says, yeah, I'm going to make it. And he started off. And the police chased him, and he went around Nevada and Utah. And then they made a roadblock, and he drove into spoiler alert, he went to another dimension. Vanishing Point was a great movie. Thomas Bailey says slaves and bulldozers. Ooh. Cheap freight hauler. Value channel member. Welcome to Atlanta, where the oil yes. I can't. Whatever. Deleting your comment. Chief Freight Hauler says, clean the filter under the bunk or take it to terminal for them to check the Freon level. Freon levels are fine. Bunk filters, fine. It's just when it wants to freeze up, it will. And what happens is if I don't point the register at the control board, it'll just keep getting colder and colder and colder and colder, and it freezes up. So I just had it pointed the wrong direction. I was trying to cool the entire cab with the curtains closed back here. And it just couldn't keep up. It's a common issue on this truck. I've had it looked at 100 times. Thomas Bailey telling Tara, sorry for your loss. It's always tough losing people. We need to ask people to stop going away. Type, put it on my phone, mind of its own. This new damn AI crap time. Or yeah, phones suck nowadays. Everything sucks. Cheap freight haulers. Fuck. There's cheese on a famous bowl. I haven't had a famous bowl. Let me come. I haven't had a famous bowl in a few years, and I forgot that they put cheddar cheese. Okay, I'm going to get this right. Mashed potatoes. Get yourself a bowl. Mashed potatoes. Popcorn chicken, corn, gravy, cheese on top. That is your KFC famous bowl. That's your famous bowl. Mashed potato, gravy, popcorn chicken, corn, more gravy because I like gravy, and cheese on top. I think I got it now. How many of you want KFC right now? Thomas Bailey, and too much black pepper in the KFC gravy bowl. Black pepper is a good thing. SST says, I want a new gold wing. It's time. Don't get a new one. Get the 2001 to 2006. A new gold wing? Brand new, or you need I would recommend, what is it, the 3rd generation gold wing? Thomas Bailey says Mexican Blackbird by ZZ. Great song. ZZ Top is such an underrated band. We're getting to the last of the comments, which means I should be done here. About 2 hours of going live on Church of Wheel on a Sunday. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. We're in AtRanta. This name of the show is AtRanta. I'm in Atlanta and I'm ranting. Tara's reminding us that all members get stroked on my channel. Happy Father's Day to all you mothers. Sick burn. I had a few people reach out today and wish me a happy Father's Day, and it meant a lot. It meant a whole lot. And I can't thank you kids enough for reaching out to me and wishing me a happy birthday. Yeah, it was my birthday too. Happy Father's Day. It's always a rough day for me. And other things happened today that kind of messed up my day, but it's just a day. I always remind you kids to have a day because it's your choice what your day is. And I chose to have a bad day. I chose to drive the semi-truck through some horrible weather, and I chose to abuse my diet. And then I also chose to have a decent breakfast and a shower, which improved my mood. And then I chose to listen to some music. I was listening to the band Kyuss, Kyuss, which is one of the first bands that Josh Homme from the Queens of the Stone Age was in. And it's good, just rock down the road music. And during my lunch, which would have been your breakfast, I made a short video with my Volkswagen using one of my favorite Kyuss songs. But Chasing Ghosts, thank you for the happy Father's Day wishes. And happy Father's Day to you as well. That's all good times. It's been a long weekend. We've covered easily 1,000 miles, which is hard to do as a solo driver. My miles for the week so far are at 3,300, and I'll have another, 400 or 500 by tomorrow. How many miles is my next trip? We're going from Atlanta to fucking Illinois. How many miles is your trip, Sterling? Let's find out with our fucking computer. How many miles is our trip, Sterling? I don't fucking know. It's 598 miles from where my trip is going to originate to my destination in Taylorsville, Illinois. I've been doing 500 to 620 mile days for 2 weeks straight. Oh, the paychecks have been so nice. It's been so nice to bump myself into a new tax bracket. Thank you, government. $500 a paycheck comes out for taxes and benefits. For what? So I could just keep working hard? For what? Whatever. Let's not get upset. Mike Ball with the win. He agrees that the famous bowl includes KFC Famous Bowl. Let's get this right. Make sure that we're certified in our fast food still. Mashed potato, corn, popcorn chicken, gravy, cheese, and more gravy. There needs to be double gravy in a KFC Famous Bowl. Adventures of Key Fob. Thank you for the thank you for the good wishes this morning. It came at a time that I needed to hear it. It's been a rough day. Happy Father's Day again, sir. Thank you, Key Fob. Not Moto. Road Reality. He's got a video coming out soon about riding attire, and thanks to his video, I was able to find a good pair of riding pants. And you've been witness to my lackadaisical motorcycle attire, and there's nothing better than shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, and a friggin' bagger motorcycle. But it's not safe. And the last time that I rode home from Forgotten Angels, I literally rode through a tornado. And I could have died or seriously injured and never work another day in my life, And I know you went through a horrific accident, but you are a big proponent of all the gear all the time. I don't reckon I've seen you ride a bike without all the gear, honestly. But you inspired me to improve my riding game a little bit. I've got good boots. I've got good gloves. I've got good jackets. I bought a good set of riding pants. And so I want to thank you for inspiring me to take better care of myself. A lot of you in here have inspired me to take better care. It was Shannon Thomas. She used to rag on me about my diet. Buck, Tara, Mike, everybody in here, we've got a great community. Everybody in here is pretty supportive. Chasing Ghost says, that's your problem. You should be listening to Guar's version of Pink Pony. I thought that was the original version. Thomas Bailey with some music histories. My truck is sticky. Or am I sticky and I'm just sticking to the truck? Thomas Bailey, Afterburner is a great album by ZZ Top, though a lot of people don't like the electric drums. Yes. Electric drums always pisses me off. And updated Sound Slick production by the Rocks Planet of Women, Delirious Velcro Fly, and Sleeping Bag. ZZ Top has great music. That is great trucking music, by the way. Cheap Freight Hauler, value channel member. Members of the channel get stroked. We've broken 2 hours. I'm tired of talking with my stupid face hole. Thank you for the super chats tonight. We'll get to them here in a little bit. Cheap Freight Hauler, a famous bowl would be nice right now. They're too small. Famous bowls need to be twice the size. And don't dare order 2 famous bowls. That would be $27. Adventures of Key Fob, nighty night, Sterling. Yeah, we need to go to bed here soon. I need to make some phone calls and check in with some peoples. Mike Ball, value channel member. Members get stroked. Only 2 things are promised to life is taxes and death, and only one of them is unconstitutional. Death is not. Yeah, death is unconstitutional. Taxes are. Valuable lesson for all who are watching, the entire world. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole world in our hands. We got the whole world in our pants. It is not the government's duty to uphold the Constitution. And everybody on the left and everybody on the right need to realize that. If you're going to wait around for the government to promise you your constitutional rights, you will die a very disappointed person. So, rise up. Here I am friggin' causing a ruckus. Thomas Bailey, for your so-called security page. Social Security. Let's not get into the politics tonight. I want to sleep well. Wait, what? Cheap freight hauler. Did you know that a 125-pound lady holds the record at Big Texan Steak Ranch in Amarillo? That's Amarillo? No, San Antonio. Is it San Antonio? No, it's Amarillo. Amarillo by morning. That's where the Big Texan is. Did you know that a 125-pound lady holds the record at the Big Texan Steak Ranch for eating a 72-ounce steak dinner in 4 minutes, 18 seconds? For one, that is disgusting. The reason I'm fat is because I take my time eating my food and I enjoy it. But to eat 72 ounces of steak dinner, you have to eat some potato and the salad and all that too. And you're supposed to drink all the Dr. Pepper or sweet tea. 4 minutes, 18 seconds. You could hold your breath for 4 minutes, 18 seconds and still live. I think it's 10 minutes that you start getting brain damage. 4 minutes, 18 seconds. She ate a 72-ounce steak dinner. 125 pounds. The thing about it, and a lot of women, listen, we need to talk about the women of the world. You complain about us boys taking too long in the shitter. Like, how, Sterling, why you got to be in the shitter so fucking long? 2 reasons. Gravity, because I don't want to prolapse my anus. Mike Ball coined the term red sock. And number 2, I don't have birthing hips. So all you women complaining about me sitting in the bathroom a little bit too long, you can go fuck yourselves. So a 125-pound woman eating 72-ounce steak would be a 64-ounce turd. And mechanically it makes sense because women have birthing hips. The thing that offends me is that she ate it in 4 minutes, 18 seconds. Enjoy your food. I can never understand the hot dog eating contest for the same reason, because hot dogs kind of taste okay depending on what you put on a hot dog. But just a hot dog with plain bread and just stuff it down your gullet trying to win a competition. Never understood it. Even though I am a certified morbidly obese man, I have never partaken in any food competitions because I love food. I would never do a pie eating contest or eat the 72 ounce. The largest steak I've ever had is 64 ounce. That was a prime rib in Gold Ranch Casino in Reno, Nevada. But I enjoyed it. It took me an hour. The steak was cold by this. I almost asked them to reheat the steak because I enjoyed it. I fucking enjoyed that steak. What's the point of going through life if you're not going to enjoy it? That's why I say KFC gravy goes on your gorditas. Thanks to Shannon Thomas for introducing that world to all of us, by the way. Yeah. Old school truck. I haven't seen you around the channel in a very long time. I love the avatar. blinker fluid. Old school trucking. Good seeing here, man. Evening, everyone. I love that avatar. Drewski's in the house. Seriously, y'all all, you can't say it that way. You're in Tampa. You say all. Don't think that because you can ride well that you won't crash. It's all those other idiots on the road that are going to cause a crash. I've had some close calls, I will admit. I'm a pretty safe rider. Like, it's some people have been riding with me and have seen me get cut off, and they're like, dude, that minivan almost hit you. And it's like, I'm a truck driver. I'm used to getting cut off. I just go around, touch the brakes, go around. And some people might think that's lackadaisical, but I get cut off so much in a semi truck that it doesn't offend me. It really doesn't. Don't they call that like Stockholm syndrome, where you're so used to your abusers that it becomes natural? I have trucking Stockholm syndrome. Good seeing you here, Drewski. Mikey Ball says, we got the whole world in our pants. 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 It's true. Thomas Bailey says, Down Payment Blues by AC/DC. The Akadaka. Can't even feed my cat on Social Security. The Australians call AC/DC Akadaka, by the way. I'm not a fan of that. Thomas Bailey says, Blues. I knew what you meant. Remember, I grew up in Southern California. Broken English is my specialty. Thomas Bailey says, especially if you're Caucasian. I do not identify as Caucasian. I am a strong black woman of color. Transitioning. Cheap Freight Hauler. I got 36-ounce ribeye at the Big Texan a few weeks back. That's doable. That's doable. I had a good steak. I was in Hammond, Louisiana at the Iron Skillet, and I had surf and turf. They didn't have any breaded shrimps, so they gave me sautéed shrimps, and they gave me a double order because they felt bad that they didn't have any breaded shrimps. It was a very good dinner. I was a happy boy, and then I stepped out to a horrific thunderstorm and got drenched walking back to the truck. Oh, but I slept like a dead hobo. Drewski's in the house, says, polished off a 32-ounce prime rib at Sam Seltzer's many times. What's Sam Seltzer's? Is that like a cattleman's restaurant? Sam Seltzer's. I'll have to look that one up. Quick Shoe just dropped a new video. Happy Father's Day. Enjoy. Thomas Bailey says, as long as you identify as that gender fluid and race, you'll be good. Yeah. No further comment. Welcome to the Church of Wheel Today's show. AtRanta. We're in Atlanta, and I was ranting at you for the last 2 hours, 10 minutes, 2 hours and 11 minutes right now. I want to thank you for the Happy Father's Day's wishes today. We had a bit of a rough day, but I got laundry done. I got to the destination I was seeking. It's way too hot. I've had a good meal. I did have a soda. I had a Dr. Pepper today. Soda machines used to have 20-ounce sodas, and they would sell them for $2.25. Now they sell 16-ounce soda for $2.25. America is crumbling, my friends. Everything's crumbling. Observations from the road. It's been a pretty spicy week. A week ago, I left Los Angeles. I made it to Washington. From Washington, I made it to Texas. From Texas, I made it to Atlanta, Georgia. I've been a very busy boy. I want to say a special thanks to all of you that have commented on my videos. My little trucker vlog videos and stuff. I have a lot of fun making those videos. And the last couple of videos, I've been a little, they're tough because I drove through Fallon, Nevada, where I used to live. And I've had some mixed feelings. And it was nice to see the West Coast again, even though California kind of treated me a little rough. Meaning that the truck was in the shop for 2 days and I stayed in a hotel for a couple of days and I couldn't really leave. It's been good travels. It's been safe travels. It's been lonely travels. But we're a week away from going home. I think after Illinois, they're going to send me back down to Georgia so I can have some home time. Close to the 4th of July, I need to handle some business at home and consider putting stuff or getting stuff ready to move. I'm changing my life again, which is fine. I'll be okay. I hope. But we're going to wind down the show. It's been a good couple weeks. I'll be happy to go, quote unquote, home. I want to sit on my ass. I want to sit on my ass so bad and not feel a truck rumble or a trailer start or the APU fire up. I am tired of the rumble of the diesel. I'm tired of the smell of diesel fuel. I'm tired of the smell of diesel exhaust. I'm tired of having to play Russian roulette with the brown stall. You truckers, I don't know what your mother told you about wiping your ass, but every time, not every toilet flushes itself. Please find the manual button and press it no matter what. Even though your toilet has radar, press the manual flush button. I've bared witness to 72-ounce steamers way too much this past week. And some of you need to clean your dirty asses. I'm tired of walking in, looking down, and seeing a race stripe along the top at the 12 o'clock position on the toilet because your fecal matter paste between your butt cheeks runs halfway up your fucking back. Wipe your goddamn asses. Shower every other fucking day, you goddamn dirty truck drivers. You know, I was glad the Sweet and Sour Sniffles started this practice of 6 feet distance, because 90% of the truck drivers out here, you can't, if you dare walk 5 feet close to some of these truck drivers, you can smell that they don't wipe their ass properly or shower or take care of themselves in any way. I'm tired of being the only one walking into a brown stall with a clean ass before I poop and a clean ass after I poop. I wish somebody would make me the president. I would change this country immediately. Church of Wheel. AtRanta. I am your gas pastor, Sterling Wheel. Let's get to the rest of the comments. Oh, old Mac's in the house. I haven't seen you around the channel in quite a while. Hope you're doing well, my old friend. My old friend, old Mac. I seen a Mac truck yesterday that was spectacular. He'd put straight pipes on it. Usually people just throw away a 10-year-old Mac truck. This dude put straight stacks on it, and it sounded wonderful. It was probably 10 or 15 years old, but it had straight pipes. It was dark green with tinted windows and a custom visor, and it flew by me like I was sitting still. I was very happy to see that somebody loved an old Mac And we all love Old Mac around here. My favorite, squat and gobble, iron skillet, squat and gobble. That is an old trucker term, my friend. And it brought a smile to my face, the squat and gobble. I love that. Thomas Bailey, good night, Sterling Wheel. Get you some rest, brother. Yeah, we got to wake up at like 8 in the morning when the office opens up here. I need to retrieve a package and then hit the friggin' road. 2-4, tipping the glass to Old Mac. I hope those are frosted mugs. Oh my God. I'm never going to end this live show because we need to get a KFC bowl. What do they call them? KFC Desperation Bowl. Famous bowl. And a frosty mug of beer. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Old Mac saying, hey, to 2-4. Thomas Bailey says, Old Mac attack. Happy Father's Day. Old Mac is a dear friend of the channel, by the way. Chief Freight Hauler, Texas Steer Burger at Island Skillet, Iron Skillet is my go-to. The Texas Steer Burger is pretty good. Yeah, it's their chop burger. Chop. Oh, the burger, the Texas Steer Burger. I was thinking about the dinner where it's like hamburger steak with gravy and onions, and you can get it Texas size, which is an extra patty of meat. I think I'm talking myself into hunger. I'm going to go to bed hungry. I know I am. I ain't got nothing to snacks on back here. Old Mac saying, Happy Father's Day. Old Mac saying, only the lonely. SST with a valuable question that needs to be answered before I end the show. Some people masturbate more than they brush their teeth. I just want to know who brushes their teeth 12 times a day. 12 times a day? What are you, 14 years old? I just saw a suspicious person walk around the parking lot. Did they jump a fence? Now I'm scared. Now I need to lock my doors. Now I need to roll up my windows. Now I need to put underwear on. It's always spooky when you're sitting in a parking lot and you just see a dark figure walk across the truck. Wasn't a person of color. Stop it with your racisms. It's spooky. It'll raise whatever hair you have left on the back of your neck. But yeah, SST, don't masturbate 12 times a day. Bad for your health. You'll get hairy palms. Thomas Bailey, Old Mac, thanks, but not a father now that I know about anyway. Good times. Thomas Bailey saying, at Old Mac, Roy Orbison is a great artist. Old Mac saying, yep. Oh, do. Thomas Bailey reminding, yeah, courtesy flush too in public, at least flush after dropping a deuce. You're supposed to flush while pooping. Like it's supposed to catch the suction on the way through the J pipe. Old Mac is also reminding the truck drivers, don't hawk up a loogie on the floor. That is another disgusting thing that truck drivers do. Ever since Biden allowed truck drivers from horrible, just friggin' shithole countries, they don't like using toilet paper. They like using water bottles to spritz their assholes. And they leave their empty water bottles all over the bathroom, and it is very annoying. Listen, if you're coming to America, we're coming to America. You need to wipe your ass with the toilet paper that is provided, or get the fuck out of my country. Seriously. We have toilet paper. We have robust sewage facilities. Use toilet paper to wipe your ass and then take a shower. Thomas Bailey, I take a shower every Saturday night, whether I need it or not. You need it. You need more Saturdays in your week, my friend. Every other day. Carrie saying hi to Old Mac. Old Mac. Rob's neighbor, Carrie, value channel member, Oshkosh V-Plow vid coming soon. Weren't you supposed to use the Oshkosh this winter? Why are you using it in the middle of friggin' summer? Today's first day of summer, I believe. Old Mac. I love a single stack Mac with shack on the back. Good times. I love that song. Old Mac saying, hey, Carrie. We're going to wind down the show. 2-4 is reminding us, good night, y'all. We're going to be going to bed here in the near future. I'm tired of talking with my face hole. Been 2 hours and 22 minutes, and I need a bathroom bad. Thomas Bailey says, frosted mugs of Yingling or Stella Artois? I agree. Cheers. Thomas Bailey says, get the gat, quick. No, we're unarmed trucking. Thomas Bailey says, Indians from Mumbai are gross and unhygienic. It's true. Old Mac, flushing while sitting, the black splash will wash your ass. Exactly. Exactly. Another trick that I like to do is say the brown stalls are all taken. I like to turn about face, drop trowel, tuck my wiener between my legs, and back up to the urinal. Let's just say it in any emergency. I don't do it all the time, but I call that maneuvering brown dock. That's called that's a brown docking. When you drop trowel, tuck your wiener between your legs and back up to a urinal in order to use the facility. And that way, let's just say the urinals don't have the dividers, the privacy dividers. That's the easiest way, other than using a brown stall, to relieve yourself in privacy. So next time any of you use a public facility, men, women could use a urinal that way as well. Listen, ladies, go ahead and barge into the men's restroom, drop trowel, about face, and back up to a urinal. And you can willfully use the facilities in a men's restroom. Brown docking. I want to thank you kids for stopping by the Church of Wheel. Keep in mind that every day we learn something new on the show. Schmokey has been a member for 7 months. Cheap Freight Hauler is a member for 23 months. Always good to see you in here, my friends. And JP TV 3K is hauling liquid nitrogen with a $2 super chat. Liquid nitrogen is crazy stuff. Let's get to the rest of the comments and back on out of here. Old Mac, good night, crew. OM for Old Mac. Signing off. Thomas Bailey, if I have to use a public toilet, I use so much toilet paper to line the lid. I just go for it. I'll clean the lid, but I just go for it. Thomas Bailey says, people take care. We gotta hit the road. No, we're not. We're gonna go to sleep. There's a lightning bug. There's a friggin' lightning bug. He flew right by my window. That was fucking awesome. I haven't seen one of those dudes in a long time. Are you supposed to make a wish? Thomas Bailey says, good night, Emmett. I need to run to the restroom, make some phone calls here in a little bit. I want to thank you kids for stopping by AtRanta. We're hanging out in AtRanta. We're ranting in Atlanta, so it became AtRanta. We're going to go to bed here in a little bit. Thomas Bailey says, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen a lightning bug in quite a while. I'm going to press buttons that make things go away. I want to thank you for stopping by the Church of Wheel. And remember to wipe from front to back. Right? I'm out of here.
another. Now I'm standing before you, a new Lord hooked on God's word. Outright, my heart's burning. I'm fired for God, taking every breath I take. In life, but I'm retired of crime. Living in torment as if it's coming to turn. In life, the finish line, God first.
For I have seen all that I've seen what Laban's done unto this. Oh, isn't that amazing? And my word will not return void, and it will go to that which it was sent. And it will prosper. But life and joy and the nature of God. Oh, hallelujah. And bread for eating.